Cancer. We're going to take a look and see what's going on with the energy surrounding you and the person that's on your mind or the person that's thinking about you. Whoever is heaviest in your energy. Um, this might have been somebody that you've already closed the door on or that you've had some sort of closure with. You've either taken closure or there's been some sort of ending. You got the World card here. So that's Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius energy. And so because of that closure, you've been inspired to continue to just move on, right? So you've gone through closure with this person, and yet they're still in your energy. You have the Five of Cups here. I see the exact reason as to why. They're in mourning. There's a lot of grief surrounding this person, how they feel. And I don't think it's just in relation to what they feel like they've lost with you, because I do feel like there is this energy of them missing you deeply. But I also feel like they may have actually suffered a real loss, as in like someone passed away in their family. Um, yeah, I mean, normally I do not predict death at all. However, when I do see these two cards, these two cards are my indicator for me specifically in relation to if someone has a loved one that passed away. So I just feel like they're grieving pretty heavily this week, relating to a loss that they're suffering and a transition that they're processing and going through. You have the Queen of Cups here in the reverse. You also have the Three of Swords in the reverse. I feel like you have entered into this energy of I'm protecting my heart. I am kind of taking the key and I'm locking it up, and I'm gonna just go through healing. I'm gonna heal from this situation that I just closed out with this other individual. While this person, I feel like this week is going to be a week that they're wanting to come rushing in. They want to communicate with you. Um, and to be fair, I feel like they're coming in because number one, you feel like home to this person. They may have even told you at one point in time while you guys were interacting with each other that you feel like home. Also keep in mind, you're the fourth house, you're Cancer. So that is the home, that is the mother. So they feel very comforted with you. You have this person, and it's like because they feel so conflicted, not only because of what has transpired between the two of you, it could also be because of things that have happened in their own life separate to you. They're a little bit slow on coming towards you. I feel like they're conflicted because they don't know what to expect. A part of them feels like they don't even have a right to even try to reach out to you based off of something that has happened between the two of you, maybe the reason as to why you even had to get this closure in the first place. But I do see someone wanting to come in, and I see an exchange, possibly of, some sort of text messages, some sort of communication. I feel like it's more so text messages. Of course, they could possibly call, but this feels like a lot of back and forth type of energy. You have the Two of Wands that's here. You also have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. Now, I do feel like this person is going to make a choice on holding some information back. It's almost like they're hesitant on what to give you and what not to give you. Yeah, you got the Six of Pentacles here. So I feel like they're going to match energy. They may not just gush with like emotion, but I do feel like they are going to try to reach out, understand that they are trying to get that what's it called? That comfort from you because you're home. Now you have the Eight of Pentacles here in the reverse. You also have the Six of Cups. I feel like what's interesting about this week is you're showing a sign of not giving in. Like, even if they have suffered some sort of great loss, and let's just say they have suffered something aside from the connection, regardless, not saying that you're like a stone cold bitch, but I'm saying more so of like you are very in this guarded state. You're not going to just rush in and accept whatever is coming in. I feel like this is going to be something that you are holding back that impulse. Number one, you're holding back the impulse possibly to even go off on them. So that is something that I feel like is in the energy. Also, they're noticing that whatever they're trying to work on you, is not working. You have that Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, that Six of Cups. That's talking about familiar feelings, past, nostalgia. This is home. And so this person, they're like, the same old doesn't work on Cancer anymore. Like, Cancer is truly not opening up, because what they are trying to do is they're trying to get you to drop your guard. Now, I will say this. Even if they are grieving, and let's just say they're not grieving someone passing, because like I said, that is very specific for whoever I'm reading for. But the main grief that they're having is because of you. Is because you guys had closure. Okay? And so now it's almost like impulse, to where they can't take it anymore. They can't take the grief. They can't take the change. They can't take the change in you. You've gone completely cold. And so it's like now they're trying to find their way back in. They're trying to find a way to get you to open up, and they're wanting to go back to how things were. That Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Personally, I feel like you're not going. You're not doing it. The Three of Pentacles in the reverse, I'm sorry, Three of Pentacles here, you have worked on a lot of things, and I feel like you've worked on yourself. You've worked on your foundation. You've worked on your internal stability, your internal, your mindset. You've done a lot of growing since you've closed things out with this person, this individual. However, this person hasn't grown. They're still in this headspace of getting their way, thinking that they can get their way. And they have now gotten into this point of being very needy. So you're going to see that energy there. Like I said, they're looking to you for comfort. They're wanting to kind of pull that out of you. And it's kind of wild, because I feel like they're wanting to, it might not be the intent, like consciously, but I do feel like they want to trauma dump on you. You got 10 of Wands here in the reverse. They're wanting to trauma dump. They're wanting to take their stuff and put it onto you, so you can carry the burden, so you can carry the weight. So you can try to smooth things over and make things better for them. But I feel like you're in this type of energy here, to where you feel, well, actually not you feel, but you can see straight through their trickery. You're seeing what they're doing. You're seeing how they're trying to move with strategy. It's not like you're like engulfed in it. But I think what is so beautiful about this is you got the Eight of Swords here in the reverse. You got the Devil in the reverse. Those old ways are not going to work. You're not getting into a headspace of where you are overanalyzing what they say, or thinking ahead, like, okay, what does this mean? You're not trying to read between lines. You're not trying to do really any of that. You've worked damn hard to release yourself from this person. Okay, you got the Devil in the reverse. So it's like you've worked hard on that, and you've broke free from a cycle. The same cycle. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Dang it, I just had, oh, there it is. You've broken free from the cycle that they're trying to put you back into, because they haven't moved. They haven't grown. This person hasn't grown. I feel like they've sat in that grief, and now it's like, okay, they feel like, okay, I got to move, but they haven't actually sat with themselves internally to do the work. They just want to come back, and they want to have you do the work for them. You take on the responsibility. You take the accountability for them. You take the grief off of them. They're looking for you to do everything. Okay? Trying to use you as a vice. You are their vice. That might be the title. I will say this though, this week, I feel like it's not going to slow you down. I feel like this person, when they come in, they're going to try to come in, they're going to try to, I I'm not going to say sweet talk you, but what I am going to say is they're going to sweet talk in the sense of almost making it seem like they are damsels in distress, regardless of if it's a man or a woman. They'll try to make it seem like they need you. And you may have saved them before. You may have been the person that was the nurturer, the carer, the person that saved them. But I don't think you're doing that this time around. Uh, the energy that I'm picking up for you, Cancer, is that you're still in this mindset of doing what you want, doing what feels good, doing what feels right, not allowing other people to stop you because, like I said, you've worked damn hard on yourself. You're choosing yourself. You're not waiting for someone to choose you. And maybe at one point you were in that energy of wanting this person to choose you until you woke up and you chose yourself. But I feel like this person is going to get a rude awakening when they're realizing that you are not in that place anymore. Look at that. You got the Fool card. They're going to feel like a fucking fool. You got Aries energy there. They're going to feel like what they did was kind of reckless coming towards you because what you're going to be, what you're radiating to them is that you love yourself enough for you to not take on this person's shit and to not open that door again, to allow them to come in and basically be an energy vampire, suck you dry. You have filled your cups back up. You don't have to, you're not looking outside of yourself. Everything that you need is within. And so, like I said, this person, they're going to feel like a fool because what normally works will not work with you. All right, Cancer, that's what I got for you this week. Thank you guys so much for being here and greatly appreciate it. Please don't forget to hit the like and hype button. If you have not already subscribed, go ahead and subscribe with your girl. And until next time, you guys take care.